going on. So you have the high priestess, the magician, page of swords, six of swords, 10 of pentacles, ace of swords, 8 of pentacles, 9 of swords, ace of cups, chariot. So for you, Taurus, right, the high priestess is Virgo and Taurus. So obviously showed up in your own reading. This is about how the high priestess, the magician, the page of swords. Okay, so this is very much so about you, Taurus, doing what it is that you, Taurus, know. Being quiet, staying out of the drama, even when other people may say things to you, right? Calling your phone, texting your phone, staying out of drama, right? Some people may say all types of egregious things to you, right, from the past. You've graduated from that because you don't ever call them, you don't ever text them, ever, right? Moving forward, six of swords and a 10 of pentacles, and the reason why is because you now know that they're not the only ones that you're gonna have, right? They can only make you afraid of you being by yourselves, and that you're going to somehow make the transition with no family and nobody's gonna love you, right? And all that nonsense, okay? But you, Taurus, already supposed to know that that's not real. That doesn't really exist. They can only really lie to you, trying to make it seem like no one will love you, Taurus, because that's not real. The high priestess and a magician, you understand that it's, life is about what it is that you say that it is. And that's where freedom comes into play, right? You don't have to listen to what they say to you at all. You don't really have to listen to that, really. And then you have the ace of swords, right? The ace of swords is about, you know good and well that you don't ever want to go back to the past, but you also know now when certain people have certain traits, how they are internally as an individual, right? Internally, an individual. You know that those people can't be trusted because you've seen this archetype or their type before. You know what type of moves they're going to make, and you know that you can't trust them, right? So the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands now represents, the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords now represents, so now this is a situation where you Taurus also know that you can't really spend too much time thinking about what those people meant, because you know what they meant. They was just saying that type of stuff, whatever disrespectful thing that they would try to do to try to break your heart, try to get you sad. So let's go over this again. So a lot of you Taurus, right? A lot of you Taurus are moving forward still, but you know now kind of the patterns that other people show you, right? What it looks like when a person is about to do something. Because like I said before, people who play games, it's the same person, different shirt. They all try to make it seem as if they're so different, but in actuality, they're really the same. They all do the same. They all think that they're so extra special. They all think that they're changing the game. They all think that what they're doing it to survive. Once you've heard the story, you heard it all. Once you've seen their games and you know what they're doing, you know what they're doing because you've seen it literally all. You've seen all of it. So now you have the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords over here now represents, so you know what it is that they want from you. You know what they're trying to do. You know what they're going to do, which is absolutely nothing. People who would try to, right? People who try to flake on you, try to sabotage you, right? By being with you, but at the same time, people try to sabotage you. You Taurus know that no real foundational relationship is going to come out of this. Y'all know that. Y'all know that these people are just going to be over here wasting your time, but they don't want you to leave, though, because they stupid. So the Eight of Pentacles represents, so what happens when you meet these people? You just have to leave them alone. They're not really going to do much for you at all. There's no value for them. Excuse me. Then you have the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. The Ace of Cups and the Chariot is also one thing is a red flag too. You don't want to deal with people who are going to give you a difficult time from the rip. Soon as you meet them, they're already giving you a difficult time. You know, they always have something slick to say. It's like, oh, all right. It's like, you know, it's like you Taurus are going to be like, okay, yo, like, nah. Some of you Taurus may walk away from them mid-sentence. You start hanging out with them and they come off real reckless. Some of you Taurus may be like, okay, and just walk away from just walk away from them. Because a lot of you Taurus, you know, look, y'all don't want to deal with this. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The people where they giving you one of the 3 famous approaches that I'm talking to you about. The super combative approach, the middle approach, where they're not being disrespectful, but they're not being, they don't know you, right? They're not being combative, but then at the same time, their guard is up a little bit. And then the super friendly approach. Y'all don't want to deal with this combative approach. As soon as you talk to them, now all of a sudden it's like they start cracking on you and doing all this stuff. Like, who wants to hang around that? Soon as they see you, oh, you Taurus got on wax shoes on. You know, you got on stupid shoes on or whatever. You think you look cute and all this other type of stuff. It's like, come on. Like, if they liked you, why can't they just come out and say that they think that you look cute and that they like you? Why can't they just do that? No, they need to make it into a problem. They need to make you into like a frenemy type of situation. Nah, especially if you're supposed to be trying to get to know them. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? So let's clarify some of these. Let's clarify the Chariot. Okay. Shuffle up one more time. Okay, so you have the World, the Hanged Man, 6 of Pentacles. You have the 5 of Swords, right? So to clarify the Chariot, the World. So the World is about, you don't have to hang out with them. You ain't got to deal with them. You ain't got to talk to them. You ain't got to hang out with them. None of that. There's other people that you can talk to. You will be out here talking to new people, right? The Hanged Man and the 6 of Pentacles and all of that scapegoating you is done. All of that blaming you for stuff that they're doing is done. And a lot of you Taurus are even seeing that there's something wrong with somebody who all of the problems that they have are self-inflicted and yet they blaming you, right? Especially if you're supposed to be their trusted partner, but yet they're blaming you and they're taking this extreme approach with you. The Hanged Man and the 6 of Pentacles represents, yeah, you are not going to be around for that. You Taurus, y'all see what time it is and y'all are not going to be around for that. The 5 of Swords, yeah, the 5 of Swords is that even if they tell you they don't want to talk to you or they ghost you, you Taurus are not going to be so as offended the way that you used to. Because when you don't know what's going on with the whole ghosting thing, what really gets you upset is the confusion. But then when there's not a lot of confusion and you know why people are doing it, they're doing it because they like you, but they're too dysfunctional to actually get to know you, right? They scared at the house, shaking in their boots because, you know, they know that you're above them or they're putting you on a pedestal, but they don't want to ever actually admit that because they want to save face. It makes people look real stupid. So then to clarify the Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Chariot, Emperor, right? People who can understand you better, who's not going to go out of their way to chastise you.